All right, this is Genesis chapter 25. I'm going to start at verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? Right, so the kids was already fighting in her womb. And she went and inquired of the Lord. The Lord right there at that time was the seer, a prophet. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, right? Two different types of people. And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Right. So the one people shall be stronger than the other people. You know, Israel, from the black side, Native Americans are naturally stronger than these white people. And it says, and the elder shall serve the younger, and her Slakia. Right, and the elder shall serve the younger was basically during the time when during the time of King Solomon. No, King Solomon they broke away. They served us during the time of King David. Right, King Solomon. At the end of King Solomon, they end up breaking away. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Esau, and that's the white man of the day. It said, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Right, so Esau is the white man, man. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. Right, and we all know that these white people love to hunt. That's why I got all these uh, not National Geographic channels, but you know the channels where they hunt sharks, when they go hunting deer and shit like that. You know, hunting whales and shit. A man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Right, Jacob was a plain man. Esau always hunting and shit, and Jacob is always dwelling around his neighborhood type man. It says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom, Adawam. Uh, Esau, Ishashwa, Hebrew, which is where is he, and Edom is Adawam. It says, I'm gonna make sure I look that up and put it up uh, uh, in the post production. It says, and Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. The birthright represents the kingdom of heaven, represent the his entry into the kingdom of heaven, man. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day, and he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. That red pottage was half uncooked meat, man. Like you know how Esau like his food rare, or even medium rare. What in the inside of it isn't done, man. But those are the spiritual traits that determine who Esau is, and you gotta have a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind to understand that that's the white man now today, man. The Lord gave you hints, to figuring out who he is, man. But back to what I was mentioning earlier and shit, man. Jake and them don't know shit. They don't want to know shit. They only want to come up against the prophets. But that's cool because that's in the scriptures that the prophets was killed by their own people. Back then that happened, and today it's gonna happen. Slakia. This is Hosea. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed. No, I'm sorry, verse 1. It says, hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, you black-sliding Native Americans. For the Lord Yahweh hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, right? The Lord, has a controversy with these people of this land, man. Because there is no truth, right? And as you can see, that's why this nigga came up and calling us Africans and from Africa and all this extra shit. Oh, he even made a statement, stupidest statement I'd heard in my life too, that Israelites don't exist. And I remember Apostle Tar was talking about that, man, bringing that out. You got people that saying that Israel doesn't exist, just to discredit all the information and shit, man. That's why the Lord got that controversy with him. Because there is no truth, no mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Shai in the land. By swearing and lying, right? And that's what he doing. He tried to come at us and say that we was feeding his people bullshit, but he's the one that's feeding his people bullshit, man. You niggas, man, y'all niggas in for a rude awakening, man, when these race riots and shit kick off, man. And lying and killing, right? And stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood. All right, so Jake always killing each other, man. From all these different gangs to just being a normal person, man. They just always killing each other for no reason, man. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish. Right, this is prophecy. Jake and them don't believe in prophecy. The land is mourning. That's why they're using GMO foods, man. Everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish. Right, people ain't got jobs. People don't have a sense or a grasp of reality as they used to, man. They don't have some people don't have nowhere to stay. Some people don't have jobs. Majority of these people don't have no understanding. So they don't know what to do with themselves, man. With the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven, right? That's why you see the beasts washing up, dolphins washing up here, fish washing up there. All that's happening all over the world, man. The fowls of heaven falling out the sky. And with the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Yet let no more. I'm gonna jump. Verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because thou hast rejected knowledge, right? So Israel don't even want to know what's going on in the world, man. They rather stick up for some Africa or some shit, man. But meanwhile, you got this white man gunning them down and shit. It says, I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me, saying thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children, right? So that nigga gonna be destroyed, man. If he got kids, they're gonna be destroyed. Even if he don't got kids, him and his wife, that black demon he brought outside, gonna be destroyed, right along with all the motherfuckers that believe in Pan-Africanism, man. This is Matthew chapter 9, verse 17. 9 verse 17, it says, I'm going to start at verse 15. And Yahweh said unto them, can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast. Right, that's when Yahweh left the scene, and us as being the prophets, Yahweh with them saying prophets, had to go without Yahweh, man. That's when he sent the apostles forth, and they did the ministry, and then, up until today. Now we still waiting on Yahweh to come back. See, Yahweh here in spirit, that's why we have the word. But when he get back, that's when all hell gonna break loose, man. That's when it's gonna be finished. The rest of this bullshit that we gotta go through with these people and these leaders and et cetera, et cetera. It says, no man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, right? And these people don't understand that. These people don't understand it. They don't accept it. They don't have the mind to perceive, or conceive a rulership mentality, man. It says, for that which is put in to fill it up taketh away from the garment, and the rent is made worse. Neither do men put new wine into old bottles. Right, that new wine is talking about the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, man. You don't give that understanding, or these people can't understand or accept the understanding because they are them old bottles. They so into their own ways, their own philosophies that that they didn't was taught and shit, man. Else the bottles break and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, new wine into new bottles, unto our sincere brothers in the truth, those that are humble, and both are preserved. Right, man, them old bottles was these niggas with these other philosophies, man, these old doctrines who can't understand the truth. Like the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, man. They can't understand that, man. That's why you can't put that new wine, that new truth into them old bottles, like Nate Satan them, man. They can't get the grasp the understanding that the mark of the beast is the chip. Just like that nigga can grasp the understanding that we're not fucking Africans and them Africans are going into slavery according to the scriptures, man. This is Matthew chapter 25, verse 21. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. The bridegroom is Yahushua. 5 of them were wise, those are the elect, the ones that get the truth, and 5 are foolish, and those are the ones that don't have any understanding of the truth. That's in different philosophies and religions. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, took no knowledge with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Right, and we waiting for Yahushua to come back now, man. The bridegroom Yahushua is tarrying right now. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him. And that's what's going on. We making our cries, and these other so-called Israelite groups making their cries, man. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. Right, so they're not going to prepare for when Yahushua come, man. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Right, we got delivered. Yahushua, we have the elect. The elect was delivered. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. It's like you open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know ye not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. Right. So you got to watch the prophecies, man. This book is a book of prophecies, man. That's how we know this is the truth, man. Everything that's going on in the world is being stated in these scriptures and is coming to pass. Everybody draws from this book. That's why the Bible is the #1 book in the world, man. But Jake them not gonna understand that shit. So Jake them gonna be put to death. That's why it's a 2/3 and a 1/3, man. But that's it for the lesson. I ain't gonna drag it out. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, Divine Sales and Apostles that rule well. Salutations to brothers doing truth sincerity. Shalom.